New from Stimmerall Infinity.
Uh, you can always tell that I've been editing audio when I try and speak into my microphone and it's at zero volume. Well, we're here. Welcome everybody to the latest Magic stream, where we have an interesting topic to talk. Whoops, that's the wrong scene to talk about. We're gonna be playing some Arena tonight. Let me just make sure that Arena's volume is okay. Yeah, that's good. Basically, there's been recent news from Magic the Gathering, well, from Wizards of the Coast, that they're errataing certain cards. Errata, for those who aren't really in the card game scene, but are still watching, is when the company sort of changes the rules text to either make it more clear or to fix an issue or just because they feel like it. I don't know. There's a lot of reasons for them to do it. But they are errataing specifically cards like Neheb the Eternal, which have a phrase there that you can see now that says, at the beginning of your post-combat main phase, add red mana for each 1 life your opponents have lost this turn. The errata is that they are removing post-combat main phase, and they are putting second main phase. Which means that, for, if it's not immediately apparent, things like... Let me just get the card up. Oh, I haven't got it crafted. Things like Aggravated Assault, where you can untap your creatures and make a second combat phase to get a second main phase to try and trigger this effect again. That won't work anymore. You're not going to be able to essentially double up on this Neheb trigger. This trigger will only happen once a turn now. Which is, you know, that's a pretty big deal. It means that you lose a certain level of consistency, and that's why Neheb is going to be nerfed by this. The big problem with this kind of thing, well, it's not really the big problem, but like how this works, why this is a big deal, is that in pretty much every card game, consistency equals strength. So a strategy that is consistently doing well is always going to be a much stronger strategy than ones that, you know, just have an explosive turn or whatever. So the fact that you can't double up on Neheb's trigger immediately makes it less consistent to win. And we're going to be sort of just playing through Neheb before the errata. Just, one, because it's a very fun deck. And two, because I want to sort of show you the general strategy with this. Now, I will be the first to admit that this is not the perfect testing space. Because we're playing Brawl. Let me just wait for the background noises to stop for a second. Yeah, this is not the perfect testing space because we're playing Brawl, which means immediately... This isn't a good starting hand. I have one land in it. This is a better starting hand. Hell yeah. Okay. Immediately, this is a less ideal testing space simply because it's one-on-one. And Brawl decks will always, always, always perform better in one-on-one. The fact... Let me actually turn down this audio a little bit. No, that's fine. This game is loud. Brawl decks will always perform better one-on-one. Very simply because there's only one opponent to deal with. In a regular commander match, which is generally speaking 4 people, there's a much higher chance that people will have answers for you, which is a big deal. How much do you do? 3 damage? Okay. You add red mana? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Why did this get exiled? At the beginning of your end step, each player exiles the top card of the library until the next end step. Each player might play that card. When it plays a land from exile or casts a spell from exile, you put a +1/+1. Okay. So you're... This is Group Hug. I'm playing against Group Hug right now. Holy shit. Alright, that's fun. Yeah, when you're playing a burn deck, having more opponents means more people will have answers for you. Alright, and then I think I will... Yeah, I'll give you... I'll let you do your thing. Fiend Lash is very strong. So I'm just gonna... I made this creature bigger, for sure. But... You know. I might have to block this. They're probably gonna go after Chandra, because if they don't, I can play Neheb next turn. Yep. Yeah. Alright. I am gonna play this land. That's fine. I can live with that. I'll play this. Now I'll do this. Deal 1 damage to you. Now I have 1 red mana. I'm gonna kill this wolf. Yeah. Now. No, even if I do that, that's only 5 damage. I'll save these. These will be good for later. So even if you attack right now, it's not gonna matter to me. Okay. So you're kind of like a food tribal, playing things out of exile. That's pretty cool. Ooh, you know what I can do? Well, let's do this. Yeah.
Let's bring things up to a simmer.
And then I'll play this. Attacking that. Okay, so you're gonna... That's gonna make it slightly harder. I will put this back in my deck so I can draw another card. Thank you very much, Electro Dominance. I'll deal 3 damage. And I'll deal 2 damage. So, as I was saying... Okay. Yeah, this is not a great testing space, unfortunately. I can't simulate a Commander game on Arena because it doesn't have the functionality for that. But the basic idea is in Commander, a burn deck like Neheb would be quite a lot easier to deal with because there are 3 other people that would have answers for it. How burn decks work is they sort of live and die on the notion of one explosive turn. So the point of this deck is essentially to do a ton of damage in the first main phase, to get a bunch of mana in the second, and feed that into spells like Electro Dominance or Crackle with Power, which lets you deal just a bunch more damage. This will always work better in like a one-on-one situation, like in Brawl, than it will in Commander, because in Commander there are 2 other players that might have a counter spell or have like Teferi's Protection, and generally after you've played something like Crackle with Power, you're going to be out of resources. You're going to be spinning your wheels at that point. So if someone can survive that, there's a good chance that they can take you down afterwards. Which means that losing the ability to like recreate that mana spike from like I showed you earlier, an aggravated assault mixed with a crackle with power. So if you do this and you hit everyone for like 15, and then you aggravated assault, get a second combat phase, get a second main phase, or get a third main phase, and then get like 3 times 15 is 45 red mana. You can feed that into like a fireball or something. That's an insane amount to work with, especially in a color that's so like adept at dealing damage as red is. So losing that consistency has made this deck far less powerful, just simply because you can't do as much. You have to be able to kill the person either on the second main phase or over the course of the game. And because you're a burn deck, you're a primary target. People are going to want to take you out. So that second option gets less and less and less viable the longer the game goes on. The more resources people can pool, the more like answers they can draw into. And it makes it harder for you to win. So having the ability to create that second spike of mana was such an important way for this deck to maybe not go off quite as hard in the second main phase, but go off way harder in the third main phase. And it's just, it's made playing this deck specifically, but also a lot of other post-combat decks, just harder, because of that new lack of consistency. However, as we've shown, it's perfectly... You can still win with this. Like, nerfed doesn't mean unusable. I think that's something that it's very easy to get lost in with card games, is that if something gets nerfed, it's now like... Well, if it's not as strong as it was, it's unplayable. And especially something with, like, Neheb, where it is sort of... It's very strong, but it was always kind of also a gamble, because you're definitely the target. As soon as people see you have this big boy, they're gonna save all of their counterspells for you. So you just need to have like a really good turn. But it doesn't mean that it's unplayable because it's worse now. In fact, I'm kind of excited for it, to be honest. Like, the fact that I now have to be even smarter with my plays, even more creative with the way that I go through this, makes it more interesting. Like, you can't just go full damage dealing anymore. You kind of have to, you know, be smart about it. And that's fun. That's a fun thing about red, is that red is simple enough that you can go full, I'm just gonna destroy everything. but it's also has the hello. It has the capacity to be like, you know, maybe we think a bit outside the box for this one. And I think it makes for a more interesting experience if you have to, if there are like steps added to your strategy. Because it's not like the recent nerf has removed the strategy entirely. It's just made it more difficult, and that's fun. Yeah, I'm gonna play. We're starting off a bit slow. I'm gonna play Nyx Lotus next turn. I love Nyx Lotus in a monocolored deck. It's so good. And if I go Nyx Lotus next turn, I can go into Neheb, hopefully. Hopefully I draw another land, so I can go into Neheb immediately, and then use Nyx Lotus for something like Volcanic Geyser. Or Banefire. Oh, you got a Phyrexian Dragon. Oh, the back of its head opens. Horrific. Did this guy lose connection? Did I lose connection? No. That's always the worry, isn't it? When you see something like this, is like, is this on you? Is this your deal or is it my deal? Alright, we're gonna play Nyx Lotus. Comes in tapped. One downside. It also, the other downside is it requires devotion. Let's go. Sick. How much do you cost? 3? Okay, so I can... Yeah, I can do this. I'll get next phase 3 mana. Play this. And make a treasure token. And there we go. You see, Nyx Lotus just gets better and better and better if you're doing well. If you have no cards to play, Nyx Lotus is it's a big old flower. It's nice to look at. Alright. Man. Good game. Oh, are you like mana screwed? Are you just not drawing into the lands you need? Yeah, it happens. That's why I don't like 5-color decks that much. Like, unless you draw like a World Tree or a Chromatic Lantern pretty early on, then there's that constant threat of I'm not going to have the mana that I need. Your creatures can attack opponents or their planeswalkers. When you click a creature to attack with it, click the planeswalker or the opponent to decide what they're attacking. Nikos the Rat. Oh, that's your name. That's not the name of the card. Okay. Yeah, I can start with this. We got an Ember Hauler. We got an Impact Tremors. When it attacks, put a +1/+1 counter on it for each equip. Okay, so you're like a Voltron deck, kind of. This is such a good defender. First Strike is so good. It's so underutilized. Remove all +1/+1 counters. It deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature an opponent controls, with the X number of counters removed this way. Oh! That's interesting. Okay, so this can... But that only works against attacking or defending creatures. I love Goldhound. It's such a cool, like, evolution of the... what's the word? Treasure. It's such a cool evolution of treasure, is what I was trying to say. Okay, let's get... Now you see, the problem with playing Burgi really early is that you can get mana... But I kind of want to play Harnfell instead. Just simply because it's so good in a red deck to have the ability to discard a card and get 2 other ones. I always say simply because. It's a weird vocal tick, I guess is the word. Nykthos is a land version of Gilded Lotus. I really love it. I love it so much. One of my favorites, to be honest. Ooh, I can play Fiery Emancipation. I mean, fuck it. Yeah, let's go. I'm losing the Goldhound, but it's so good. That was maybe stupid of me, though. Because they're playing white. They probably have some sort of enchantment removal. Like a Sanctify or something. Alright, that was stupid of me. Now they've drawn into their Sanctify. Or... what's the other one? Mystify? Oh, they don't. They don't have removal. This is a +1/+1 counters deck. That's the problem I have with Selesnya, is it's like... it's... I mean, obviously... I don't want to get into... Okay, so that's 3. Then I can play Gutter Snipe. Yeah. What are you gonna do? Gutter Snipe is instants and sorceries, yeah? Yeah. It's why, what's its name? We just played it. Something Fire Breather or whatever is better because it's non-creature spells. So then anything I play that just isn't a creature. Okay, so we've got 7, so I can, like, crackle with power. Does this require tapping? No, it doesn't. That's interesting. Oh. That's pretty good. Okay. Okay. I see you. I'm gonna do this one. Add that 7 red mana. Then I can make... so 2... that's 5... I can make it... 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So it'll deal 5 damage. Oh, we win. I mean, yeah, like I said, look, the fact of the matter is burn decks are never gonna go out of style. They're never gonna truly ever be unplayable because of stuff like this. You can just, you can go wild with them. Which is why they're fun. It's pure, like, power fantasy, to be honest. And it's fun that way. So even though Neheb is nerfed, I don't think he'll see less play. I mean, his ability is still very good. It fixes a distinct problem with red burn decks, is that they run out of resources very quickly. And resources in Magic can essentially, like... obviously, there are other resources, like creatures and life and stuff like that, but in a big way, resources can be boiled down to kind of 2 things, and that is mana and card draw. So red isn't fantastic at either of those, to be honest. Like, it's very good at making inconsistent mana, where you get like a certain amount of mana for a bit, and then you... yeah, okay. No, we should... whoops, I didn't mean to cast that. I thought that was a land. I should... I'm dumb. Did you guys know I was dumb? You all know I was dumb? Yeah, so what was I saying? Red is very good at inconsistent mana, where you play a card, it gives you a certain amount of mana for a certain amount of time. And generally, that's alright. You can do a lot with that. It's not the best. Also not the worst.
I won't stop fighting till the people are safe again.
Yeah, and now we get another defender.
Warning shot.
Hell yeah. Okay, land full deck. We just kind of have to get it out of there as soon as humanly possible. Yep, now you're gonna add mana, and you're gonna look for an elemental or an elf. Okay, so next turn you can play an elvish mystic. Woof. I'm gonna +1 Chandra, so I can get Neheb out.
Give a toast? I'd love to.
Okay. Yeah, that was unnecessary. But next turn I can get out, like... I have 4 mana, that adds 5. So I can probably... Let me play Sulfin. And then do this. That'll add more damage. Now I can pay to make... I can pay to make Sulfin indestructible. Oh, I have to discard 2 cards. I'll discard this and Drakuseth. Drakuseth is good, but it's kind of a one-hit. Like, it's not fantastic. This was maybe dumb. Oh, you could have killed my Neheb, though. Now I have 4 mana to work with. What's your... Why? Now I can do that. And then I can do this. And kill this. Man, oh man. Oh, you have a Nyxbloom Ancient? Fuck. This is rough. This triples all of your mana. Why would you play that? Okay, so Doubling Season is good, but unfortunately, it's a lot like Fiery Emancipation in the sense that it doesn't actually do anything. It doesn't actually do anything the turn you play it. Yeah, see? And I do this. See what I mean? Alright, well. Ooh, we got a pack. Let's crack a pack. Maybe we'll get something fun. Although I'm not particularly in love with the Thunder Junction cards. This is good. But I do think I have this already. But it's nice to get these. Wild cards, I think, is a better system than what, like, Hearthstone and Master Duel do. Where you... Although, I will say it's very nice in Master Duel and Hearthstone that you can, like, dismantle cards if you have a bunch of them. That's good. And I wish Arena had that. Allows you to see which of your friends are playing red. Oh my gosh. This is weird to me. Like, yeah, I know. I mean, I guess it counts as a tutorial thing, and maybe some people complained. It's like how McDonald's has to put main contain hot coffee on their coffee cups now because one person burnt themselves. I guess it's something like that. Okay, so we've got Thrill. I can get rid of, like, Lightning Strike or something. Hello, I see you also have Dwayne. Okay. I'll play this. I'll play that. I'll get rid of Lightning Strike. Draw a couple cards. That's good. That means that we have the opportunity to draw another land next turn, so I can play that and then... I guess it would be best to play Zorn first, because at least Zorn is a body. It can block for us. Mycosynth Gardens, okay. Hey! And then next turn I can play another one, play Nyx, or I can play Unexpected. I'll get rid of the Fiend Lash. Fiend Lash is very good. This can sneak out a win if people aren't careful, because it has that clause. Whenever the equipped creature is dealt damage, it deals damage equal to its power to target player or planeswalker. So you're still going to do damage even if someone blocks your attack, and if they have a huge creature, you can... Are you drawing cards to mana fix right now? Alright. So this will make 3 treasure tokens instead of 2, because of Zorn. Alright, I'll play this. I'll play Nyx Lotus. And I'll attack with Zorn. I'm definitely not defending with this guy. I'll leave him up later as like a defense, just in case, but... And then I can play this, and Nyx Lotus will tap for 3, which is so good. I can play like Mechanized Warfare. Get my setup going. Hopefully I'll draw into something like a Gutter Snipe or... Kessig Flame Breather, that's its name. We remembered the name, everyone. Hell yeah. We did it. We got there eventually. Okay. What was that? I didn't read that properly. Okay, so you can... Oh, this is pretty cool as an ability. If you control an island, you can exile this when you scry to draw another card. That's a cool idea. Oh, Theoden's rough. He gives things double strike. Shit. Yeah. Okay. Let's play Neheb. And then I can play Mechanized Warfare. So this will deal extra damage. No attacks. Next turn I'll be able to play like Unexpected or Volcanic to someone. Plus now I can block with Neheb, which is a big deal. Or Zorn, if I really must. Aragorn the Uniter is a rough one. I can't block with Zorn anymore. That's... Ugh, double strike. Double strike is very powerful. It's just better first strike is what it is. How first strike works is it essentially splits combat into 2 halves. Okay. And that has haste? Haste and double strike? Fuck. Alright, I'm gonna have to block with Zorn. There's no way. Am I just screwed now? Alright, that was dumb of me. That was a misplay. I should have blocked with Neheb. And then I could have killed Aragorn or something. Oh well, you live and you learn. As we always say on this channel, that's life. Okay, so I think I've shown Neheb quite a bit now. It's fun. It's still functional. I'm kind of excited to see what clever ways the community comes up with to get around the new errata. I think that's because it's my favorite kind of nerfing, you know, where it just adds more steps. It doesn't like completely take away anything. They didn't change Neheb, so it's like, oh, it only you don't get the mana anymore, or they didn't ban Neheb. They just like changed it so it only works once. They limited it a bit, and when that happens, people get really creative because they love that card and they want it to be great. So I'm excited to see how that works out. I think it's still got a ton of potential. I think maybe it'll slow down the deck a bit so Neheb can't run away with the game anymore, and that's also fun. I do hope more commanders become a bit jankier. It makes the game much more interesting to play on a casual level when you just get the variety of playing like a bunch of commanders that aren't necessarily as good. So I'm going to play Feather now. This is a deck called Zaza that I've been trying to... I kind of have a version of this in real life. And this is... It's one of my favorite decks. Because it's so... What's the word that I'm looking for? It is desperately... I keep adding adjectives. If I add enough adjectives, the sentence will work. It's very fun. Oh man, I love this card sleeve. I'll play Runaway Steamkin. This is a very good card. It's very fun because the whole deck revolves around this ability with Feather, which puts cards like Take Heart that target creatures back into your hand if you play them. It also revolves around Zada Hedron Grinder, which if you target Zada with an effect, it copies that effect for each creature it could target. So this will get copied a bunch of times to basically affect all your cards, and Feather will put it back in your hand. It's a very cool combo that I like a lot. And adding, like, this used to be just a Zada Hedron Grinder deck, but I added in Feather, namely so I could get white spells that can protect my creatures a bit more, but also for the variety. Okay. I should probably play Zada pretty soon. Not Zada, Feather. Let's get Feather out there. That'll get me some mana. I'll attack with all of these. Yeah. As soon as this dude gets 7 mana, Tiamat's gonna put some big shit on this field. Like this. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Okay. 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 Yeah. Let's see if we can trick them. Come on, idiot. Yeah. Nice. Okay. We're gonna Defiance Strike Feather. And then we're gonna take Heart. Cool. And then we get those cards back. Hell yeah. So if I get another mana next turn, I can play Zada, which will give me 3 mana that I can play Ancestor's Aid for just a whole heap and heck of treasure. So I can do some nonsense. I'll discard this. Yes! Yes! Nice, 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 nice. I'll play this. Targeting Zada. Done. Get myself like 5 treasures. Yep. Okay. That's the one problem with playing decks like this, is as soon as you pop off, you never get to see the end of it. You don't get to see the results and just win the game. People surrender. Which I get. Yeah, no one wants to sit there and, like, watch someone play Solitaire for a while. Ooh, what do you do? Are equal to the number of creatures you control. If one or more creature tokens would be made, these tokens plus a 1/1 white soldier creature token are created instead. Oh, that's fun. Okay. Yeah, I should really be making more Selesnya decks. That's gonna be kind of my method. For when I have to do the Selesnya video. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. But you know, I am aware that eventually I will have to do a video about Selesnya, and I never play Selesnya. It is my least played color combo of all 10 of them. Because I don't know, it's never been very interesting to me. It's just tokens and +1/+1 counters. But I have sort of gotten an appreciation for token decks over the last few years, so let's see. Yeah, this is a fine hand. This is my Landfall Necrobloom deck. I don't know how I feel about Landfall. It's very strong. It's just, it's so it's so powerful. That it feels almost like you're cheating. Okay, so I can play that. I can play Black Market Connections. Yep, that's fair. I'll play this. I'll make a black mana. Play Black Market Connections. Activate this. Get myself a swamp. I'll make a white mana. Play Light of Hope. I will put a +1/+1 counter on my Lotus Cobra, so it's harder to kill. Now end my turn. This is a Dino Tribal deck. Yep, so it's going to be attack focused. I'll make a treasure token, please. Oh, I should have done that and drawn a card. That was stupid of me. Yeah, I'll play Roaring Earth as an enchantment. And I'll play Go for the Throat to kill this. And I'll attack. Okay, so I'm going to be losing like 3 life every turn. Okay, let's play this. I'll auto pay. I'll play a Godless Shrine. It can enter tapped. I'll put a +1/+1 counter on this. And, who cares? I'm not going to use it anyway, so it doesn't matter. Roaring Earth gets crazy. I have this in, one of my decks in real life, and it gets insane. Okay, that's quite a bit of card draw. That's nice. I will draw a card and create some treasure. Thank you. I'll play an Evolving Wilds. I'll put the +1/+1 counter on that. I'll make a green. And I'll crack this for a forest. Put the next +1/+1 counter on this. I'll make another green. And I will play Archdruid's Charm. Why not? Search your library for a creature or land card, reveal it. I'll do that. And I will find... I'm going to go for land. I'll find an escape tunnel. Ah, I should have gone for that. That, other one. Damn it, that was stupid of me. And I should have played this a while back, but you live and you learn. Alright. I have plenty of blockers for this now. Are you gonna play your commander? What do you do? You may reveal dinosaur card if you do gain 2 life. I'll just draw. I don't need to dredge that. I'll make a treasure token. I don't really need to draw a card, to be honest. At this point, I've got quite a lot of land. Okay, so I'll play this. I'll play this. I'll put a +1/+1 counter on Bristly Bill. And there we go. It maybe doesn't speak very well to me that most of my wins are the other person giving up. Okay. Let us... We got about 15 minutes left in the stream. Which deck? I mean, I always love playing Nuts. Nuts is just fun. And then maybe we end on some WizBiz. Yeah. Let's check in with the squirrels. Because Bloomborough is coming out in 5 days, y'all. 5 more days before we get to make new squirrels. Fixed rules, text size. Oh. Okay. That's useful. That's a useful trick. Yeah, 5 more days before we get Mice Knights. And as everyone knows, I love Mice Knights. Is this the one that makes... gonna mulligan that. Ooh, I'm gonna mulligan that, damn. Okay, this is... meh. I'll put the Clackbridge Troll back. Okay, so that's just straight up a Planeswalker. Hello. Hal Ridner? Hal Ridner? Yeah, let's do that. No point in playing Chatterstorm right now. We want to get that storm off at least once more. And it'll only work with Shadowfang. Otherwise, we just get squirrels. And we don't want to just get squirrels. We want to get a lot of squirrels. I'll play Shadowfang. Hopefully we get another land next turn. When it attacks, you make a soldier token, tap 3 untapped soldiers, draw a card. Okay, well, this is less than optimal, but let's do this. We'll make 2 squirrels. And I'll use the village rights to sack one of them. Cool, okay. That works for me. Next, no attacks. We're gonna leave Shadowfang up for a little bit. Sport Swarm is great. That's 3 squirrels and 3 sapperlings. That's pretty good. Ooh! Oh, Parallel Lives is the good one. That only affects things that come under your control. But that means that they're going to make 2 soldier tokens. So they only effectively have to attack twice before they can draw that card. Yep. Yep. Okay. Let's do this. Get ourselves another forest. There we go. And then I can play the Tender Shoot. And I will attack with Shadowfang. Even if you block with the soldiers, you're losing card draw. So I'm probably just going to get through, yeah. And there we go. And you never lose that, by the way. I think even if Tender Shoot goes away, these... Oh, actually, maybe not. That's a lot of soldiers. Oof. Okay. Let's play this. I can't play it with the kicker. And then I can play Garrick's Uprising. I'm not going to get the card draw off of it, unfortunately, but that's life. I also can't attack with Shadowfang anymore because they've got a lot of block fodder. So we'll just leave it as is at the moment. But this is tokens versus tokens. Let's go. Let's freaking go, dude. Man, I need to draw like a pitiless plunderer or something real quick. Because they're gonna outpace me very soon if they can just keep drawing cards. I also don't have anything to deal with their flying creature. Oh, and they've got Reese. Oh no. Oh no. That's bad. Look at that second ability. That's bad. That's bad. With parallel lives. Are you joking? Goodness gracious. Great balls of fire. Don't get me wrong. Tend to shoot is good. Good golly gumdrops. Okay. It might be worth it to just play the Beanstalk Worm for the reach and also for the card draw. Do you have a counterspell? You did leave blue mana up. Yeah. At least I get the card draw, even if they have like a counter or something. Alright, well that removes a useless draw from the next turn. That's good. And they clearly have something in their hand, because it wouldn't be stopping if they didn't. What is... No attack. What do you do again? Oof. Oh! Fuck. Fuck. Yeah, they can just draw a whole bunch of cards now. That costs no mana, huh? This is a cool deck, I must say. I like this idea a lot. I haven't seen this card used before. That's fun. Next turn they can use Reese. That's going to be rough for everyone. That's jumped up to 36. We have now gotten to the point where they're just not activating. They either drew exactly the card they need, or they're just like, it's pointless now, they can just win. Yep. Look at that. Oof. Ooh, God. I would love a board wipe. Can I draw into my one board wipe? Let's see. I think this is done. Good game. No blocks. Take it. Take your victory. It was an honor, my fellow token creator. Yeah, I had fun. Did I accidentally skip that totally legitimate review I just gave? Whoops. Alrighty. So, one more game. End off on WizBiz. As a reminder that the next video that's coming out from me specifically is about Is It? Which I am working on, I promise. There's just been other videos that I've had to lend time to. But I will be back in the Magic seat very soon. I don't know how long the vid's gonna take. But you guys have proven that you're very cool with me taking my time. And that's awesome. Thank you very much for that. Okay. Oh, another token deck we're up against. Okay. 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 I have to mulligan this. I don't have like any blue mana. This is better. Hello. Oh, they've got the cute little dog. That's a good card sleeve. I have the other one from like this series. I'm gonna do this. Get myself a red mana real quick. One of my cool Phyrexian red manas. And then we'll see. This is an Anim Pakal, which means it's a token deck, yeah. Let's play Electrostatic. Okay, what do you do? Oh, you're a Soul Warden. Oh. And you can exile target creature you control. So you're a Soul Warden with a flicker effect. That's interesting. I'll play Vadric. No attacks. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Then I'll play land. And I will pass the turn. So that Vadric can go to knight. And that'll reduce the cost of sorceries even more. I need like 2 more mountains and then I can play Niv. That's going to be a big deal. Man, this is the second game where I've basically seen the same thing. That's weird. I will play Baral and Karizev. And then I'll play a compulsive research. Okay, I will discard... what do I want to discard? I'll discard Gadwick. I'll discard Electrostatic and Volcanic Geyser. Like, useful, but not particularly what I need right now. But I did play 2 spells, so... Now all of my spells are reduced by 3, which is big. All of my instants and sorceries, sorry. Not all of my spells. But that means I can, if I get a... Ooh! And I went back to knight. Okay. So I can big score. Wait, cancel. Cancel. What am I doing? What am I doing? I can do this. Deliberate. Please let me draw a mountain. Oh, yeah, I'll get rid of... I will put those at the bottom. I need a mountain. Okay, Chilling Trap. Less than ideal. But still alright. And I will... Let's do it, yeah. I control a wizard, I think. What does it do? No attacks. Man, my spells are being reduced by a lot this game. Damn. Okay, I can big score. I can discard like the Volcanic Spite or something. And then get a bunch of treasure so I can eventually play Niv. And then start taking care of some of these tokens. I will block this with this. Can't do anything about the Griffin because that's flying. Yeah, let's big score. Get rid of the Spite. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Alright, let's play Nykthos. What is my devotion to red like? Oh, cool, I can actually play Niv. Nice, dude. Hell yeah. Next. No attacks. Next turn I can play Gadwick. That's gonna be big. Okay. If I can get all 7 mana into Gadwick, draw 7 cards, I can kill every single one of these tokens. I will block this with that, this with that, this with that. Okay. Let's kill one of you. Then 1, 2, 3. I'll get 7 red. Oh, that was stupid. No, I'm so stupid. Oh no. Oh god, I'm an idiot. Okay. Yeah. We're just building up forces then. I'm so dumb. Yeah, we'll use the mountains to tap Nykthos next time. I didn't realize that it would do that. I thought I could just float all the mana. At least I only have 4 mana. So that limits their options a bit. Basri Cat, okay. Yeesh.
Will not give up on my god.
Yeesh. Oh, I thought you were gonna... Oh, that's still... Yeah. Yep. I will block... Token. A token. A token. I'll put you in front of you. And that's fine. Ragavan dies, but... I ain't too worried. I ain't too fussed about it. Yeah, let's get rid of one of your tokens. Okay. Now, we do this smart. We get 9 red mana. And we play this where X is equal to 9. So we draw 9 cards. I'm gonna kill tokens. And... I was kind of dumb about this, to be honest. Alright, let's play... None the fuck? I mean, fair enough, like, victory is a victory, but... I had a full hand and no mana. Okay, well that was a bit of a weird one. Thank you so much for joining me. I always have fun with these Magic streams. I hope you guys do too. See you around for next week. We're probably going to be finishing off Pokemon, hopefully. And hopefully the stream will hold like it did today. If not, maybe we do something else, but stick around. And keep your eyes peeled for new videos and stuff. Stay magical, stay safe, stay kind, and stay weird. So long, everybody.